Okay, so let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive on a piece of hardware with a very specific mission, the PureLink VIP-NET 0424-1G Media Hub.
Right. It's a next-gen L2 plus managed fiber switch, but it's purpose-designed for AV over IP.
And that brings up a question right away. If it's next generation, why focus on a 1G hub? When 10G is becoming so standard, is that a limitation or is there some kind of strategy behind capping it at 1G for video?
That is the essential question. The specialization here is really the whole story. Being purpose-designed means it's optimized to manage the complexity of, say, high-res audio and video. You absolutely need guaranteed bandwidth, predictable paths.
And it's not just sticking to layer 2 features. It throws in advanced L3 functions. Let's talk about that L3 capability. How does including something like static route actually change how you'd manage a video network?
Well, static routing here isn't just an efficiency boost. It's essential. High-resolution video streams just can't tolerate the latency you get with dynamic routing.
Because dynamic routes are always recalculating paths, right? That introduces jitter.
Exactly. With static route, you define a guaranteed, predictable path. The stream arrives precisely when you expect it to. And that delivers lower latency and, frankly, a lower cost of ownership in those big enterprise setups.
Okay, looking at the ports, 20 SFP and only 4 copper, that feels like a very deliberate choice. What does that heavy fiber focus tell you about the infrastructure this is built for?
It tells you the priority is distance and speed, plain and simple. You have 20 GBE SFP ports. That SFP interface, that immediately signals that fiber is the name of the game for long-distance, high-speed runs.
Right. And they do hedge their bets a bit with those 4 combo GBE ports, the RJ45 SFP ones for flexibility. But the real high-speed potential, that's unlocked by those 4 dedicated 10G SFP plus ports.
Which is so important when you look at the physical design, too. That option for AC or DC power. Incredibly flexible. It means this thing can live outside of a perfect data center. Think remote telecom closets, industrial sites where DC power is just more common.
I also really appreciate the detail of putting the connections on the rear. That is a huge quality of life win for anyone who's wrestled with a packed server rack.
Oh, absolutely. It's vital for cleaner cable management and better airflow. And you need that when you're pushing this much data. Speaking of which, the raw power, the specs, are built for high fidelity. We're talking a switching capacity of 128 gigabits per second.
128, that's a massive amount of throughput. But what about the finer details? The packet forwarding capacity is 95.232 Mbps, millions of packets per second. What does that number actually guarantee for you as a user?
Think of MEs as the device's ability to efficiently process thousands of individual video frames at the same time. It's the metric that ensures low latency because the switch isn't getting bottlenecked, just trying to process control info for every single stream.
And those 4 10 GBE SFP plus interlinks, they use LACP, Link Aggregation Control Protocol.
And LACP isn't just about raw speed. It's about redundancy. It groups multiple physical ports into a single logical link. So if a primary fiber link fails,
the video wall doesn't go dark.
Not for a fraction of a second. It's critical in places like command and control centers or broadcast environments.
There, finally, the rest of the feature list just screams high-security enterprise. Rich API and diagnostics, extensive security, and it's TAA compliant.
That TAA compliance is non-negotiable for federal and government contracts. It's all about supply chain security.
So, to sum it all up, the PureLink VIP-NET 0424-1G is a high-capacity, specialized, and flexible solution for predictable, low-latency AV over IP, pushing 128 gigs of switching capacity with key L3 features like static route, plus that AC-DC power flexibility.
Yeah. This raises a question for you to think about. Given its extremely robust specs, specifically that wide operating temperature range from -20 up to 60 degrees Celsius and its TAA compliance, what kind of mission-critical environments far beyond a nice climate-controlled server room is this unique piece of hardware truly built to withstand? That's what you get with a switch engineered for absolute reliability.